girl that's not being real cooperative about don't pee in your bed at night. I've changed the sheets 8 times in 7 days. And it's a bottom bunk in a corner. Just saying. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I was like, I'm putting your face is going in a diaper. I'm done. All right, so we talked about our bold. Everybody, do you all have a bold goal? Everybody have one written down? No? Do you need help? What?
Yeah.
Yes, you have. I'm just asking, like, do you have a bold goal? You really need to have one.
I do.
You do?
Share? Yeah, I put down I want $1,000 show per month. To me, that's a bold goal.
Okay.
Because I don't get there except every once.
Does that work? I don't know. Is that a monthly goal? What do you think?
But that would be my bold goal because I need to step up and probably do better host coaching and cross-selling.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So how many shows do you want to do a month? So you're saying,
No, I want at least $1,000 show per month.
Okay.
And sometimes I get it, but it's by the seat of my britches.
Okay.
Luck of the draw or whatever. But I don't actively work to do that.
Okay. That makes sense. Who else has a bold goal? I won't make you share it if you're not comfortable sharing it, but just show of hands if you have a bold goal. They don't have goals. You have a bold goal. Okay. Tell us. I'm sorry. I'm not looking for
It's not really a monthly goal, but
no, that's good.
Overall year, I'd like to help build the Texas part of the team.
Yay!
Like that. Okay, so you want to grow your team to what level? I think you have to make it specific.
I put 8 people just because with having a surgery, I'm going to be down for at least 3 months. So that gives me the other 9 months to get 8 people. So
okay, so you want to add 8 people to your team is your bold goal.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
We need to talk to her about the years I was out with a broken leg and what I was doing.
You know what? You're giving yourself plenty of time. You're going to do it. I have full faith in that. Okay, so the rest of you need help with a bold goal. Should we spend time putting that down? Because I don't know if we can move forward if we don't have a bold goal.
What about a simple goal? What simple goal do you want?
Your simple goal is director by conference.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that's your bold goal. There you go, director. To achieve and maintain directorship. Because achieving it is one thing, and you have to maintain it as well. That's your goal. Write it down. Seriously, there's a place right there on your sheet to write it. All right, so Sherilyn needs one, Alexis needs one, Candace needs one, Nancy needs one. Bless you. Well, you don't have to do that yet, but you have a bold goal up here, right?
I'll write it down, but
What is it then? Can you
Write
share
it down.
car payment.
To make your car payment. Good
But I
one.
don't know how to do it backward.
Okay,
No,
so
we'll
what's your
work
car
on that.
payment? I'll do it backwards.
We'll work on that.
300.
We will work on
3
that.
shows.
No, but it's not. That's commission. That's not. I need to figure out the sales.
So do you know your show
Oh.
average?
No. See, but I'm just doing it on 22%.
Right. Okay, but that's fine. We can, yeah, that's good. All right, so Nancy, Sherilyn, Candace.
You need to do $13.63 a month.
See, that's what. Yes, that's what I was thinking.
It's 300 divided by 22%.
So say $13.75. Give yourself a cushion. Then you can buy Starbucks.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody needs Starbucks every day.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't. Sales.
$13.63 in sales, and actually your commission rate would be higher at
that
that
Right,
level.
so you'd actually
it
get
would be
less.
20.
So could you do $13.50? What's the commission rate on $13.50? Do that.
Well, she's got her 2% raise, so she would actually be at 24%.
Yeah.
324.
So 13.
So yeah, that's.
1350 times 0.24 is 324.
Then you go to Starbucks every week.
I could do 1400. I just did it.
All right, so 1300 because the break is at 1250. Yeah, the break is at 1250 for the commission to go 2022, and then you get your 2% extra, so times 24
1300.
is 312.
Yes.
Now you less Starbucks, but hey.
Minus $2 for insurance, so you're at 310.
That was
Or $3, so you're at 309.
Yeah.
That still gives you 5 trips to 7-Eleven, but it's half the cost.
There you go.
Of, all right, so there you go. There's her bowl goal. Because yes, the car is new this year.
Yeah, personal learning.
So that's a good one.
All right.
So anybody else got one I need to do math on?
Or that you need help? Because I don't think it's going to do us a lot of good to go through goal setting and all that if you don't have a goal.
So I told Amy that she needed to do 5,000 in sales a month. Her show average is $600. So did that come out too? You needed to do how many shows?
84, something like
That was for the year.
that. 3,000. I don't remember. Some crazy.
She needs to do 8.3 shows a month. That's twice a week.
I know, and that's what I was trained from the beginning. 2 shows a week, no matter what. So
8 is great.
that too, but not kids. All right. Well.
Yeah.
All right. So if you don't have a goal written down, ruminate. We'll work on it. All right. So what is the most popular New Year's resolution?
Lose
Lose
weight.
It's funny how no one had to think about that. So if you are a gym rat and you're at the gym, what's the most annoying thing like January 3rd or 4th?
Too many people.
It's too many people there. But how long do you have to wait until that's all over with?
Next day.
Like 2 or 3 weeks. By February, they're all gone, okay? So as you can see, resolutions don't, But if the people that stick with it, the people that do a snapshot, this is me in January 2014, this is me January 2015, I'm a quarter of the person I was before. What did they do? What's different about them and the people that left the gym before
They
February
stuck
started?
with it. Consistency. They're skinnier.
Consistent. Shut up.
That too.
Feel excited.
They're excited, okay? They're consistent.
It's set goals.
They set goals and they keep track of
Realistic
things.
goals. Realistic.
Yes, and they keep track of things. And that's why, what is everybody getting for Christmas?
That's it.
Fitbits, because it keeps track of everything for you and makes life easy, okay?
So,
So this is your new Fitbit. It does not go on your wrist as conveniently.
really? But you
I mean, you could roll it up and tape it. I don't know.
laminate and tape it. It's
If you
officially
laminate it, it's
laminated.
going to be really hard to roll up, okay? So, all right. Now, the thing is this, okay? We don't expect you to do, you see how there's activities down the side,
Right.
days across the top? We don't expect you to do every activity every day, okay? That may burn you out, all right? And there are other things that there are other activities as well. These are probably the most popular and the most effective in moving your business forward, okay? But that does not mean you're limited to these, okay? So what I want you to think about is, what day can I do what activity? You're going to do anything that's on here, you're going to do for 15 minutes. Why? Because 2 minutes of goal setting isn't going to do squat, okay? 3 minutes of host coaching isn't going to help you. You see what I'm saying? 15-minute increments are all you're allowed. So what you have to decide first, okay, is do I have 30 minutes a day to donate to my business, or do I have 60? Okay, obviously you're going to get different results. And you may have 30, 30, 60, 60, 30, 0, 60. Okay, but decide each day, and underneath each day in this little place, write how many minutes you're going to devote to your business right in that same block with the day. On each day, you can either pick 30 or 60. Okay, and if you do a lot in one area, you might give 1 0. I'll let you have one day
Okay,
off.
so what you're going to do is you're going to put the number of minutes.
Put the number of minutes right here,
that
right
you're
now.
gonna do on each day.
We're
And-
just doing per
okay,
day.
Okay.
No, don't go any further. That's it. Right now, write that down. No,
It's gonna
you're
help
not
me figure
listening.
out what to do.
No. What you need to do is write down how many minutes per day you're going to spend on your business.
Okay.
That's it. Write it right under the day. That's all.
Like there's no
Everything.
magic total to goal setting.
But it changes daily.
That's okay.
That's
Okay.
what.
On
Okay, no, I mean-
Sunday,
Right now, if we set it, it could still change.
no, it's not. You are making a goal that every Monday you're going to devote 60 minutes to your
Like
business.
if you were going to work out, you would do
Oh,
legs
okay.
on Monday, you would do
Right.
arms on Tuesday,
Yeah.
you would do
Okay.
Yeah.
your
Okay.
core on
how many minutes you're going to spend on your business every day.
Go to the gunnery.
And it has to be at least 30.
There you go. 15.
It has to be at least 15. No, 30 or 60 on here.
30 or
Yes.
60.
Now, do you
Maybe
remember
we
the
should-
old, like the adage, the power hour?
That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
so
Okay,
yeah.
we're not dividing it up right now, right? 30 or 60. That's it.
And I
30 or
write
60.
0?
You can write, you can give yourself one day off.
Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, like if you don't
Perfect.
work.
I'm working on Sunday.
Mhm.
So does it say? I didn't read this part of the planner, but like if you're doing a show that day,
No.
does it go in any of the buckets?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Because let me explain this to you, because this is where I'm going to get, remember she said like some people give her permission to kick butt. This is if you haven't given me that permission, just tune out for a second. But if you're not willing, tune in. I don't even want to hear it. Tune in. If you're not willing to either put 30 or 60 minutes per day, and like I said, you can take a day off. Like Mondays, I ain't doing jack squat. I know. Because my day is from start to finish too crazy to fit in anything. So I don't even do Mondays, okay?
Which Monday is my office day.
Right. So, I mean, everybody's different. But every other day, if you're not going to sit down and give at least 30 minutes to your business, this is a hobby. And what do hobbies do? You spend money on a hobby. You don't make money. So, and that's the truth. That's your kick in the butt, okay? Seriously. That's your put down the milkshake and get on the bike. That's what this is, okay? 30 or 60. Write it down. Mm-hmm. Oh, the planner said at least 5 days a week. I was so mean. I said 6.
Oh.
Write down 6.
I don't know about Tuesdays.
Shut up, Tom.
I've got every
I'm
time
just
Tuesday
kidding.
filled in.
I'm just
It's like,
kidding.
Well,
well,
Tuesday's NCIS night.
who cares?
I do.
So can you plan for more than 60 minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely overachiever.
Well, I don't work on Wednesdays, so
That's
it's,
perfect.
I
That's
could do it while she's asleep. She's almost 2, so I mean, there's a good chunk of at least an hour and a half. I could,
that'd be great. I think that's a good thing. And then you could be a little shorter on the other days.
yeah.
All right. Now, this is where you break it up a little bit, okay? Now you get to decide. You're going to look. Let's say you put 60 minutes on Sunday, okay? Let's just go with me here. Then you're going to say, and in these blocks here, okay, you can't put anything shorter than 15 minutes, okay? So if you have 60, you'll be able to fill in 4 places. If you have 30 minutes there, you'll only be able to fill in 2.
I think I did it backwards.
Yeah, because you weren't
Why?
listening.
If you do, so, but don't give me that look yet. Just hear me out first.
Really?
Okay. So if I put 30 minutes down,
Yes,
I could do 15 minutes twice
exactly.
under there.
No.
Okay.
No.
Why?
Because
I can only pick one thing to do 30 minutes on.
Well, like
you
she
can
said,
you can get no, but you're not okay. Here's the
That's
thing.
what I'm trying to say.
All right. Up here, you have either 30 or 60, right?
Right.
Okay. In these blocks, you may not write 30 or 60 in any of these. You may
You
only
can't
write
spend
15.
the whole time.
Right.
on
You may
like-
only write 15. So if you have a 30 up here, you're gonna have 2 places that you write 15.
Right.
Or if you have 60, you're gonna have 4 places you write 15. Bring me your sheet if you don't get it.
Okay. So pick 2 things that you're going to do.
Exactly.
15 minutes.
And so Sunday you might pick the first 2. Monday you might pick the bottom 2. Whichever. But so this is okay. Pause for a second because I'm going to tell you a little trick that one of my sister directors does. She spends 15 minutes a day on host coaching every single day. And on Mondays, she calls all her hosts for the current week. On Tuesday, she calls all her hosts for the next week. On Wednesday, the week after. Thursday, the week beyond that. And it just continues like that. So she talks to all of her upcoming hosts once a week. It's just a different day each week. But so she would be 15, 15, 15, 15 on every one. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay.
But and then someone else, one of my other sister directors, only host coaches on Tuesday. That's it. If you schedule a show with her, she says, I'm going to call you Tuesday night at 8. Does that work for you? Great. She calls all her hosts on Tuesday. Host coaching is done for the week. Done. That's it. So, I mean, whatever you,
Gotcha.
does that help some?
Okay.
So, I mean, you're going to want to hit all of these areas a little bit. Okay?
What's prospecting? That's when you're calling, trying to
Get new
either get
business.
a
Yes,
a
getting new
cooking
business.
show or a recruit.
Mhm.
But would that be under recruiting?
It depends.
Well, maybe prospecting would be getting new. Recruiting could be working with someone that someone you've already gotten on your
Gotcha.
Prospecting
prospecting
is like out and
platform.
about contacts, like
Yep.
initial.
Or you've done a vendor event and you're going through your slips
Mhm.
and you see somebody has checked off either they want to do a cooking show or they're interested in the business.
I'm gonna put customer care there for myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say add things if you need to.
Prospecting.
Yeah, because I feel like that's getting new contacts. So if I met you at a vendor event, we may not have had the time to follow up on any of your interests.
And I think once a week you may spend 30 minutes on cleaning your office, restocking your bag, like that. You may have 15 minutes of,
So we can
Right.
change one of the activities.
you can add, absolutely,
Oh man.
add to it.
Oh, under the extra minute.
Uh-huh. Or your extra maybe I really got into making host coaching calls and I spent 10 extra minutes today.
Oh.
Or 15, it should be 15. But definitely you can add other ones. And you could, on Sunday I'm going to do customer care calls. I would write customer care 15 under my Sunday. You know what I mean?
So
You
like
put it
if
in
you
the
like
box.
go shopping every Saturday, that's
That
right,
could be a
like
good
your
day to prospect.
prospecting.
Mm-hmm.
Get your logo wear on. And
Try to meet 3 people
or
while
you're
you're out
sitting at the
shopping.
swim meet. And get your logo wear on. Can I pencil in my nap time?
No.
That is not allowed, and I know it takes you longer than 15 minutes.
Okay, so under selling,
Uh-huh.
would that be like if, hi Amy, it's Debbie. I just wanted to let you know I saw in the outlet you wanted the bamboo charging
Absolutely.
station.
Or
Or advertising.
the other thing could be following up with, I know you love your stainless steel cookware, and we just got a new piece in the line this past fall. It's on Host Special next month. Maybe you're interested, so that, Host Special, that'd be, okay, never mind. But, cross-selling, could be following up with people who said, I want this in the past, or I might have money for that in the spring. It could be spending 15 minutes brushing up on new products, old favorites, selling skills, online, what do they call it now?
Pampered Chef University.
Pampered Chef University.
We can only do that for 15 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. If you spend 60 minutes on learning how to sell something, one day, you have not done anything else. And how far, you know what I mean? If you spend 15 minutes on that and 15 minutes on the host coaching, and then the next day you spend 15 minutes on recruiting, then your business is going to move forward because you're touching all areas. If you only do the stuff you like, you're not going to push yourself forward out of your comfort zone. And that's what we're trying to do right now, is be uncomfortable.
Okay.
So what if your paper is actually starting to scare you because there's stuff written everywhere? Does that count?
Good thing.
That's okay. Then we need to talk on Wednesday to make
That's
sure
a
we
very
got all
good
your. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Can't we do 45 minutes at the top?
Technically, I guess you can, but it says to color your star in, you either have to hit level 1 or level 2.
You have to do either 30 or 60.
I mean, then I would say, yeah. I mean, you could do, if that works for you, that's good. Just don't go below
Better
30.
than a 30, Donna. I'm just looking at it going.
Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with 30 minutes. There isn't. If that's all that you can do because of
When I worked full
that's
time, there
fine.
were days that I'm like, it only gets my attention for 30 minutes. I went to my boss left, and I did my 30 minutes when he left.
But the thing is, you don't want to come to the point where you're like, oh, I'm busy, 0
Right.
minutes. I'm busy, 0 minutes. So
That's
if
where
it's
I'm at
30,
right now.
then it's 30, and you're touching it every day, and that will make a change.
Do we have to finish this one?
No.
Yeah, because I have to think about this. How am I going to break it down?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Some people will take it home and they'll never touch it again.
Have us bring it back next month.
We tell you to bring stuff back every month, just FYI.
Donna. Donna.
No.
Shut up.
What?
Okay,
Donna.
did you pick
What?
up the
Call me
recommendation
Friday.
slips?
I did.
Oh,
Sorry,
what
I
back
ordered
next
them
week?
for you.
Amy,
What, the
bring
last
what
drawers.
back next meeting?
Okay, all right, good. Good on you.
Donna.
Good on you.
Call me Friday with your thing filled in.
Okay.
And then I'll let you know what
Almost.
mine is.
All right, so
All right, that works.
if you You get the gist, okay? Work on it a little more if you need to. Now, the next thing you need to do, okay, up in this right-hand corner, like if you were turning this in, you would write your name. Don't write your name. Okay? Don't write your name. I want you to write the name of your Better Bowl Buddy accountability partner. Now, it may be somebody here. Maybe you don't have one. I don't know. Maybe you're like, she don't know, but she gonna be my partner. Okay. Write a name down up here. Okay? And your goal right now, pull out your phone. Do it. Take a picture. Doesn't have to be good. Doesn't have to be in focus. Take a picture of this. Text it to that person and say, we'll talk about this later. Now you're accountable because they know you're going to call them.
You have to take a picture of it and send it
Yeah.
to them?
Send it to them right now.
Gosh, she's gotten bossy tonight.
I don't know. She must ate Cheerios this morning.
I don't like Cheerios.
Okay, what is it? Frosted Flakes.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh my, I type in that name and who comes up first? Nancy, who's your battle?
Don't you eat cream of wheat every
Every
morning?
single day.
Yeah, Amy doesn't eat Cheerios. She's cream
You
of
have to
wheat.
pick somebody.
Well, I
You have to put them in.
like
And her
Put 'em
coffee,
in there.
particular mixture.
Put them in there.
But I need my cream of wheat like
Now, if you, like, say you don't have a Batter Bowl buddy now, and we need you, like, your Batter Bowl buddy can't be me or Amy.
Why not?
It needs to be a peer. So whereas we're your leadership
they're a
team,
step above us.
it's
I'm
not
just saying
that. It's that.
Yeah, they're not our-
You've got to be able to say to them, "This is what I'm doing," and motivate
because I don't
each
want to
other,
say, hey,
and then
Alexis,
come
you
to
haven't
us.
seen 1363 today, for the month or whatever. Well, that's coming across like, oh, she needs to pump up my paycheck.
And we want you to
Yeah,
come to us for
but if-
coaching. No, but we want you to come to us and say, "I need help achieving this goal." Not, what are your goals? Here are my goals. That's something that you need to do with another person because then you get two levels of support, and that
Yeah,
makes
you
a
get
huge
one up
difference.
and one
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
Okay, I've copied it. How do I send it now?
Debbie,
What?
bring me your phone.
I don't.
No, make her do it.
Yeah.
Make her do it.
I know, I can point and show it to her. I don't know.
Now you're gonna have a little arrow and it'll give you choices.
I got that. Now we're
Now type in who you're sending that message
No,
to.
no, she doesn't have a place to type.
How do I do it to go to?
Or you need to take a class at Apple.
Yes.
No.
Does it give you an option for message? That's why I said bring me your phone.
Yes.
Message.
There you go.
Okay, message.
There you go.
Thank
And
you.
type in my name.
Well, it's
You
gonna
got it? Awesome.
Woo!
All right.
be Ding dong.
What?
There are plenty of people, like, say, we've got people that are far and wide. We've got a whole Texas team and a South Carolina team that we can hook you up. You don't have to be physically close to someone to be a Batter Bowl buddy. Because besides Amy, I have a counterpart in Kansas or Nebraska. Where's Kayla live?
I don't know,
Nebraska?
over there.
She lives in the Midwest somewhere. That, like, her and I keep up with each other on a different, like,
And that's
healthy
good.
competition-wise. Like, she's like, what'd you do in sales last month? I don't know.
The
What'd you do?"
more times you can do that, the stronger you'll be. So
Okay.
So, part of your challenge is if you don't finish the workout plan, you need to finish it,
Yes, she's calling me on Friday.
and then
And I
go from
got it.
there. Are you good?
I am good.
Okay.
You know what? When you do touch base, and you don't have to show us this on the Facebook on our team page unless you want to. But let us know. Talk to my Better Bowl buddy today about my fitness tracker, or what is it called? Move It Minutes.
Like, a lot of times, and this is something that went back to my previous Batter Bowl buddy before I met Amy, is that we typically book shows on the same nights. So we were in the car roughly at the same time, coming and going. And so now Amy and I will do that. If our shows are on the same night, she doesn't do Saturdays and I'll do 2 on Saturdays. So usually it's not Saturday, but it may be Friday or Sunday. We'll talk in the car ride there, and then we'll text on the way back to see who's out, like if you're out of the car. Like if you're still in the car, like if you've gotten out of your show. So that we can say, hey, have the show go. But sometimes other times we've got a lot of distractions at home. So we can't have that conversation
Right.
when there's, 47 people running around her house. And I've got 47 animals in mine. So
Basically the same thing.
yeah. So that's why you got to find that time. Like today was the first time we sat and talked on the phone for
Yes.
like a good 30 minutes in like weeks.
Yep.
Because everything else has been going on. Everything else has been via text. So it just depends on, your method and where you are and all that. All right, so we're going to jump gears for. Is she asking a question? Oh. We're going to jump gears and go over to recognition. So let me grab. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I want to get the other sheet that was over here. Historically, December is a really good month for team activity. And one of the privileges of being a director is we get an activity bonus. So we get $10. That's a bonus of being a director. You get $10 per person who submits in the month of whatever month. So December tends to be a pretty decent month for that because it's like everybody's, they've got Christmas stuff to submit and everything. So I did notice that we had a lot more people submitting in December than we typically do, which is great. Okay, so I have a couple. The gals who are on today, is that Jen
Jen
at the
Sharp.
bottom? Okay.
Hi, Jen.
I just want to make sure that I didn't write them a slip. But I want to make sure that Jen submit. Okay.
Yes.
She's heading online over. Okay. All right. So this first person who just went to the bathroom did one show in the month of December. She had 400. I'm sorry. She had, her top show was 328, but her sales for the month were $402, and that is Nancy. So she is also she's in the restroom. But she's also here this month, so she earned $1 for her cash for conference envelope. I'm eventually going to get it down to where I'm having the dollars in my hands, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. All right, so this next person did 2 shows in the month of December. Her top show was $400. She is here tonight. And so that's $1 for her cash conference envelope, but her total sales for the month of December were $567. Congratulations, Deb! Woo-hoo! All right, so here's where my high five line. I think it's getting ready to start, right?
Oh, by the way, hey, Nancy.
Nancy.
We just wanted you.
Did you two not do slips? Okay, Alexis had $300 in sales.
Yay!
And Candace, I don't have your stats. Do you have sales for? Okay. All right, so coming up in our high five line, which you get to stand up in this line when you hit 750 in sales, is that she had 2 shows in the month of December. She has 1 new consultant on her team. There's a 2 over a 1. What does that mean? You thought you had 2 new consultants and only have 1, or do you had 1 and thought you had 2?
I'm not sure when they.
When they signed, what month they fell in? Okay.
That's awesome.
But so you have 4 team members, is what that says? Awesome.
So many people she can't keep track of.
So her sales for December, come on up, Donna, is $767. All right, and then for her, she's here tonight. She hit sales level 1, and she has 1 new team member. She'll be getting $3 in your conference envelope. Awesome. I think the kids are cheering for you upstairs. All right. This next person did 5 shows in December. Her top show was $1,554. She got 2 bookings. With that, she also earned level 1 and 2 of the Cellathon. And she is just broke 6,600 in career sales in just 2 short months. Sales for December, and you're gonna be mad when I tell you this because you were $60 short of the commission level. So you hit 39.
I don't know what that means.
I know when you're new, like you don't pay attention. 39.40. Come on down, Charlotte.
That's amazing.
So you're our top salesperson. That's awesome. And I believe for consultants on both Amy's team and my team combined, you were the top salesperson of all of them. So what I was saying about the commission level is the commission level goes up 1% more at 4,000,
Which is $400 more. No, $40 more.
$40 more.
I was like, ask her, not me.
Yes. Yes. So
She's like, I'm been a time machine right now.
There have been times I've been in meetings, people are like, did you know you're only like $3 away from the next commission level? And I was like, what? So it took me a really long time to get that hammered into my head to look at those numbers.
Okay.
So that's now why I'm really anal about knowing that. So, all right. So congratulations, ladies. Again, high five. All right. Have a seat. And then, all right. So Amy, you want to come up?
I have Laura's stats now.
Oh, you do? She
Yes.
sent them? Okay, well, you can read them if they're on your phone, I guess.
Yes, they are. They're on my phone. Right here.
I thought your phone was dead.
It was. I have okay. I bought this at Sam's Club. I'm just gonna show you because I love it. It's
yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have these? Do you know?
4 of those.
Yeah.
Like,
4 of these. There's a little station, so to charge them, you just plug them in.
It's like the Wii remote things.
Oh, I love it.
Sam's?
And yes, and not only that, but double click it, and it's a flashlight. What? Emergencies? Don't think so.
This is a really bad angle for our butts.
Apparently.
We're gonna put that like right there. Is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
Our butts look good. That's
Our
what
butts
we're
look
really
better,
worried about.
We're really, we gotta make sure our butts look better. And this one just all right, go ahead. What's Laura got?
Laura.
In December, which I have to say, it's commendable to do anything in December because it's a short month and we're all busy anyway. So Laura had 8 shows. Top show was $613 for a grand total of $43.83, which is
By
awesome.
herself. 43.83 by herself.
That's amazing.
So she hit Silicon level 1, 2, and 3.
Is the one thing?
I think 1 is what, 750?
Because I didn't know.
Yes.
Is it?
1
1 is 750,
I
then
have
15,
January and December all mixed up in my brain.
3, and then 6. Yeah, so you got 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That was my goal. All right, you have to go first.
Okay. All right. So in December, on top of everything else, Tiffany did 7 shows. Top show 987. Got 8 bookings. Is that a lie?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay,
that's
good.
true-ish.
True. You're gonna check. Like last month, she's like 24. Whatever. Added a new consultant, and then this is the best part.
It's on 30 on here.
Unlike this, see, yeah, okay. So on December 30th, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm like $300 away from hitting the top level of Silicon." So we're like, "You can do it!" Which is easy to say when you're just sitting on
Well,
your
I was
couch.
debating offering a sale. Like, should I offer and like discount 20 or 30%? And I
Apparently
really
should.
hem and haw about that because I feel like it discounts the value of our products when you do
Right,
that often.
right. Mhm.
So, or discounts the value of the hostess program or whatever. So, Amy, as you know, posted that she'd already hit the telethon like on day 5 of December. Okay. So I was like,
held over from November.
I didn't know.
well, and that's what I was accusing her of. I was like, she is sandbagging because that's just what Amy does.
Well, when you have a show on like November 30th, what are you gonna
You
do?
always- yeah.
It always happens. It happens.
So yes, I was texting her and Laura, and I was like, I've submitted all my shows. I am $300 away.
And she effectively shuts the door. She's
I'm
done.
done. I'm
December
not,
18th. I'm not doing anything
I'm
else.
not doing it. So Laura said, why don't you send out a customer connection email? So
And Laura did not say, then go take a nap. But guess what she did?
So it was December 31st. Alexis and I had plans, and it was my duty to nap all the children. So, and including myself. So I sat there. I sent out an email at like 2:54. Yeah, I didn't do it until like hours before we
It was
left.
late on the 30th. And she was like,
oh, I got another order. Oh, I got another order.
yeah.
Oh, I got another order.
So it did help to send out that one last blast for the end of the year because my sales were
6,085. So there you go. It just enough. Boop, right there. So, you know, always keep track of your numbers because, and now you know what they mean, but always keep track of it because how annoying would it be to miss that by, and because we don't even know what it is. We don't even know what it
We
is.
can't see your numbers until the day after. Like every day, the system updates like at 2 or 3 o'clock, and that's when all your stuff drops down. So like as a team, like I'll watch our numbers as a team, but I'm also like, because I keep track of mine in a spreadsheet, I know what mine are gonna say. But there were many years I had no idea what mine were gonna say.
So you don't have to like add it up on your own all the time, but as you get close to the end of the month or if the whatever promotion cuts off on the 15th, start to pay attention and then know, okay, it said this yesterday and I'm turning this in, add the 2 together, not hard, and figure out, because you don't want to miss it by a couple dollars. That's really annoying. Done that many.
And actually, I think 4 of those were live and 3 were catalog. Because
That's
does this
awesome.
mean you did 8 with 2 catalogs for a total of 10?
Yes.
All right, so Amy did 10 shows last month.
Well, look, I took those numbers off that sheet, so you tell me. Does that mean 8?
8 and 2 if you submitted them that way. Yeah.
Okay.
I added mine together.
All right.
Mine were 4 and 3.
Okay.
All right, so she did 8 and 2.
It's like a comedy show.
I know, right?
She printed the sheet. I'm just looking at it.
Her top show was 1989.
Wow.
I was like, I'll Taylor Swift up in there.
So, yes, you were. Oh my gosh. All right, and so I'm sitting here. What now? I've discussed with her. I'm this far away from 6,000.
I wasn't saying a
She
word.
didn't say anything.
I
She was
wasn't
like, "Good for you." Right? And I'm adding in all my sales. I'm like, look what I did this year versus last year. Because everybody starts posting that like the first of the year.
No, I wasn't. I was like,
So yes, exactly. So I go to like figure out this sheet, right? So I have to combine her team and my team, and I'm sorting it, and I'm like, why is there 10,000? And I was like, Amy Johnson did $10,321 in the month of December, basically in 15 days, because that's all we get in December. And I was like, you didn't say a damn thing about that. So again,
when you're like, I'm so close, and I like, what do you say when somebody says,
I learned it.
yes, wow, when you say you can do it, I know you can. No, let's get it done.
that's why I'm like, that's why
That's
Future,
what
I'm
you
like,
say.
you're a sandbagging. And she's like, I only carry 2,000 over. So only, so that means 8,000 of that was brand new sales in the month of December, in the first 15 days of the month. Okay? So when people say I can't do a show in December, they're lying, because you can do it.
Hell yeah, you can. I'm just gonna tell you something. I was out of my house every single night from December 1st until December 23rd.
Every single night. Every single night.
Something every night.
So
I was
4 of
on
those shows were $1,000 shows. So there's your training person for $1,000 shows. She hit the top level of the Cellathon, which means as a director, she automatically gets everything that comes out new. And because she hit the top level in December, she will get a second set of everything new.
Wow.
All right. And this was her personal best month ever.
Yes.
All right. So a couple other great things here is that her average cooking show for the month was $9.89.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay.
I like that.
Another thing is Sherilyn, you had the second highest show in the room with 1554.
That's amazing.
So we also 2 people who weren't here tonight, or 1 person who's not here tonight broke 20,000. That's Amy Robb, who's teaching. She teaches a class on Tuesday nights.
Wow.
So she broke 20,000. And then Jen Scharf, who's joining us live from Florida, broke 12,000 in sales. So she broke that mark. So close to your raise, Jen. 3,000 more to go. Because at 15,000, you get a 2% raise.
Damn miracle.
So what'd you say?
I said it's a damn miracle I made it to 12.
Should I tell them what your sales were?
Sure, go ahead.
So the way she broke, okay, her sales are 12,008. 12,000, 12,008. Her sales for December were $24.
What?
Woohoo!
This close in November,
That goes.
and then she had an online sale, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
pushed her over for December. So you never know. Every little bit can help.
Yep.
Okay. So that being said, we put those back in the boxes for you guys. Also for recognition, we already did the recipe kind of thing in there. And who sent out hostess coaching letters for January? The ones that we were supposed to send in December? Anybody do that? I did the first one.
I didn't have any shoes, so I couldn't.
Okay.
Um,
Now, who did their December activity sheet? Donna.
I know Laura did. 'Cause
And-
remember, she told us one day, she was like, I'm making whatever soup tonight because that's what it said.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was wondering what the...
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about, she was talking about like your meal planning or something. Okay, now that makes sense. All right, so who earned Cellathon level number 1 with 750? We got 2. Who earned level 2? That would have been 15. 1. Who earned 3? And then we earned 4. Awesome. All right, so so I think I covered all of recognition. Is there anything else that I haven't covered that maybe there's a new habit out there y'all have been doing? Can we clean out their office in December? Tis the time of year for that.
No, actually, they piled
You did?
everything in it.
Yes, I have
Cleaned
not.
it out?
Yeah, 'cause it's not set up. So.
Yay, very nice.
Good job.
If you don't have something to do, if you don't have a show, one thing I recommend this time of year is to take everything out of your show bag and Clorox wipe the crud out of it. If you carry the black tool turnabout, that thing comes apart and it needs to be cleaned along with all the utensil little compartments and all that. So that's something that I usually try to do this time of year when I have a slow time in the business. All right, so the next, where am I? All right, so the next thing is just some quick announcements. This week, the Tips from the Top was not last night. It is actually on Wednesday. So that will be tomorrow, and it is by Susan Morshey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Susan is going to be leading that call. Our Work It Wednesday is supposed to be tomorrow night, and so I've sent a message to them to ask them if we're moving it by a day, because we already have a time slot where we do a conference call on Wednesday nights. I'm not sure if Pamper Chef's going to continue the opportunity calls on Tuesdays that you would send your new recruits to, so just kind of look out for that. Now, February 2nd is our quote-unquote spring launch. Pampered Chef is going to be sending us like video links that we'll put up on the TV, so that we'll do like the spring product reveal in our local meeting for that. So we won't really know anything for another couple days, probably a couple weeks.
Yeah. I don't know that we'll,
So
I don't know that our stuff will be here that far ahead of.
yeah, so our new products or whatever.
Yeah, because I think I
Oh.
heard the chatter that it was going to be. I thought somebody said first week of February we were getting our stuff, and I was like, wait.
Did they say that the February meeting should be Monday? The first Monday in February? Not the first, but the other
Why would
one?
they have said that? Because
I don't know. Okay. If by some chance they tell us to change it like they do in December, we'll let you guys know. But I have February 2nd as the next meeting, and then March 1st. And those two events are already set up on Facebook. And then
Yep.
I haven't done the events for April, May, and June, but they are April 5th, May 3rd, and June 7th. Is that a birthday at your house?
No, 14.
Okay.
What was May what?
3rd.
And then June
7th.
7th.
Okay, some things that had come up in the fresh news is something I'm totally excited about. I posted on the team page before you guys got here, the new Pampered Chef imagery, like center.
That was cool.
So like all the banners, like really nice quality high-res pictures, they have made us basically like a library of them. So I plan to download them, probably save them to Dropbox if I figure that out later. Also the new Pampered Chef University. So I'm actually gonna issue that as a challenge for this month, for when you come back next meeting, is to at least click on the link to the university and take something.
That will probably fill in one of your 15 minutes.
Yes. So, and I don't even know if the classes are the same or if they're different. They really didn't tell us that. So I'm trying to look in
I
there
think
today.
or
like-
said the 6 categories.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means they're different.
And I don't know if you passed them in those of you who've been around a while and you passed the old ones, if that's like all erased and you have to they basically are starting fresh, like you have a new little thing or whatever. All right, so that's in there. And then another thing that I just want to make sure people realize is the January host special of the free chopper. You have to submit the show on the 15th. All right, so if you have a show on the 15th, the 16th, the 17th, the 15th one you got to submit that night because it's Friday night. But you can't like backdate it or other creative things we've done in the past. You have to submit it on the 15th. All
Well,
right.
if you have a show on the 15th, you've got plenty of time to host coach ahead of time.
To get it all done,
to get it done
that night.
But
Yeah.
it's got to be closed that
Yeah.
night.
So if you have
Yeah.
a show this weekend, if you have shows in the next, today's the what? 5th? In the next 10 days, you better start coaching. You use your 15 minutes to coach your host that we have to have done on the 15th. So none of that, well, I don't get paid until the 16th. It doesn't matter, they don't get the free food chopper. Okay? And the people who get paid on the 15th, it's going to drop the morning of the 15th. So if you submit at the night of the 15th, it should, balance out. Sometimes I have people ask that kind of question.
Well, typically if you do it after 5 o'clock, which is after banking hours.
Yes, and
Right,
then it would, but it'll be pending.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Target, swipe your card right now, the same thing happens. It's
Pending,
pending until they finalize their whatever. All right, so that's kind of all I have for announcements. Again, if you this is kind of a low time for vendor events, but they'll pick back up in a couple months. That people are doing planning now for that. So just to reiterate, just because you can't do a specific vendor event, if you'll share it with the group or at least your Battle Bowl buddy to start, because we want to make sure that like we're represented.
Right.
You know, either there's a paper chef person at particular events, because that's like money we're leaving on the table by not being there.
Mhm.
So typically my threshold is like $25 to $50. I'll do an event for that because I feel like I can make that back. The big bridal shows is what you'll hear about right about this time of year. That I just don't do them.
That's what I'd say about those.
They just cost like thousands of dollars, and
And you don't get your money back.
we're not a priority to a bride
No.
at
No.
an event like that.
No.
All right, so now we're going to jump into the last training of the month.
Hold
And-
on, because
yeah.
I got your answer. It's live on February 1.
What is?
The spring launch. Yes.
That was my question.
Yes.
Is February 1 is a Monday. Our meeting is scheduled for Tuesday.
Right.
So I know
don't
you can't do
know.
Monday because it's Scouts night.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, and I have not been able to get clear in this if we're going to be able to pull it up on this. Like, if we wait till Tuesday, I don't know that it's
What's
still
gonna be
gonna
available.
Be there.
And I'm afraid to, well, I kind of like the surprise of opening the box with you guys and seeing what's new, as opposed to you guys seeing it on Facebook for a whole day before you get here on Tuesday night. And then you're kind of like, whatever. So we'll figure that out here real soon
Yes.
and figure out whether we need to move it to Monday the 1st. Once we look at like what they've sent us, and maybe ask that question on one of the elite pages.
That's where I've been looking. but
Okay.
Elite has nothing.
Okay.
I'm looking. I've got one other place I can look to.
Okay. All right. So my the last training is kind of twofold. I got you guys some presents. You guys like presents? Okay. So one thing I always carry with me is these little plasticky vinyl envelopes. I've used them for different things. Sometimes I keep my receipts in them. I'll have two, like one for business receipts, one for personal receipts. This one I have Join Us brochures and mini catalogs, because I remember one time somebody saying that they hate it when somebody asks them for a card, which I use the mini catalogs as a card, and you dig in your purse and when you pull it out, it looks like a ratty tampon. That was verbatim her word. So, do you remember Don Stevenson saying yes? All right, so that really got me thinking at that point in time what to carry catalogs in so that they don't look gross when you take them out of the bottom of your purse. And I'm sure if we done out our purses right now, there's a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in the bottom of them. So what I did is
I
I
found a
have
grilled cheese sandwich in my purse once.
What?
True story.
chicken nuggets or something. Is I got quite a few of these. And you guys can each pick one. And then I was going to give you each 2 mini catalogs to put in there. You get to put your own sticker on there. Flash it to your screen.
Thank you.
And girls who are zooming in tonight, I will make sure I put one in the mail to you. But they also work great for recipe cards because, like I said, I don't use business cards. I'll use a recipe card or a mini catalog. So, like today was my bank day. I'll try to put one in the bank teller, like for the bank teller or something. But these work out great. And this one, this kind of also has a flap on the back.
Which is awesome for receipts. Oh, I just spot this.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna put my tax.
Right.
This is
or business cards.
yes, that you get back from other people. So, pick.
I got one.
I want a yellow one.
Can you give me apple? Thanks, Donna. You're the best.
All right, and if you want, I have stickers. I have a different variety of stickers. So I have this medium size that I have on mine. I have little circle like stickers if you want to put one on there, or this is like the size of a business card. So it just depends on, like if yours is solid, it would fit down there. But if it's got pattern, like I didn't want to cover up the pattern. So you guys can pick if you want to put a sticker on there. Or sometimes I put my own label, like my label on there. It's totally up to you, but I didn't want to dictate that for you. No.
They said they will record the
You want one of these?
live cast.
Donna, give me one of those.
So it's
The other
Live.
side.
So we
This?
have
Yeah.
Golly, Derby.
And the
Okay.
time is set.
What do you want, darling?
So
Okay. So then we have to do it.
The time is
Sure.
8 p.m. Eastern.
What do you want?
I'm gonna give you one of those.
8 p.m. Eastern. Put that in your brain for a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
Just think about it, because that's 5 o'clock on the West Coast.
I want one of those little bitty ones.
All right, and so then the
Thank you,
next
ma'am.
thing I have for you guys is, and this is to go along with Amy's training on prospecting, is that when you are out and about and you are looking for new business, whether you're at your day job or you're at I use swim meet because that's what they're doing right now, baseball, in the spring. But I always try to make sure I have something with me so that when I go out, I have something to hand people. So especially if you carry multiple bags, like I carry one bag, like I'll carry my purse sometimes, or have my office bag. Other times you gotta have them in both, unless you're really good about transferring something back and forth, which I'm not. All right, so then the other thing I have for you guys is this is called my little blue book of bookings. So let me just make sure everybody gets one. Did you punch them out? No, I gotta look. I did some of them incorrectly. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, we were
Oh,
passing for
sorry.
We got, okay. We quit.
Alexis can't move. Get that a big one, but.
I would have got it.
All right, so with these, I was gonna finish assembling these, and then I kind of had different thoughts on them. Okay, so just for sturdy purposes, I laminated the front and the back, and then I was trying to figure out how to assemble them. Part of me was thinking of using a ribbon or a piece of yarn or whatever. The other part of me was thinking I got rings, and so you could put these rings through them, which I have enough for you guys. You should do this.
Ooh, yeah.
But I wasn't sure when you start working with them, because it is paper in between. Once you open them, I want to make sure the ring didn't tear the paper. So we used to call these PAs when I worked in accounting, for paper A holes. That's what we call these. So if you needed to, these are clear, so that's why they're kind of hard to see. But if you wanted to take a string of them to put on your holes, you can do that. I also didn't know if you'd rather, I have a slicer, so you can cut them if you want, so they're not attached, so that when you opened them, there would be a space there as opposed to it pulling on the holes. Yeah. You guys know I'm an office supply nerd, so these kind of things is what keeps me up at night. Thinking about how the paper is how the I bought special paper, white paper, just to copy my planner on, because the white paper Office Max is not bright enough. So, but thank you, Alexis, for getting these copies done for us. So leave these alone, please.
Zoom people can't see this.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah. So I will have to email. I'll have to come over. What I'll do, move. I'll come sit over there as I talk about this a little bit more. Okay, so here's the little blue book, which I'm going to mail you guys a copy of this. All right, so we're using this as a place to record our bookings. And Alexis and I went to a training in October up in Pennsylvania, and they used a visual tool for us to help track our bookings.
I can take this to school and laminate it.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'll you mind if you bring it back.
I feel like there are times if I have something in my hand or something I can look at, it's better for me than just to say, oh yeah, I want to submit 6 shows. So get up, move. You need to go. Okay, so this is kind of along the same lines. Is with this visual, if you wanted to make something like this and you're a crafty person, it's not that hard. It's just printing out dollar signs, C's, F's, and S's on paper.
Wow.
I did show it to them. Yeah. So basically what it's saying is each one of my green S's for me stands for $1,000. So as I submit $1,000, I move the green S's from the outside or the dollar signs from the outside of the flower to the inside of the flower. As I schedule shows, actually, I kind of as I submitted the shows, I have cooking shows for S's, and C is catalog at this fundraiser. So, and then the hearts are recruits. So this was kind of a visual for me. So that's why we kind of got thinking about visuals. Would you guys rather something like this, or would you rather something kind of smaller? So we opted with the smaller item right now. But if this is something you like, say you have an office and you like spend lots of time in your office and you want to make something like this, we can definitely help you. But what it basically is saying is this is your current month and this is your next month. So right now this is January for me, which has to be updated. I haven't finished. Obviously I don't have 5,000 in sales in quite yet. And then this is my next month. So in February, theoretically, this means I already have 4 cooking shows booked and 3 catalog shows booked. So I need to make sure I have 8 cooking shows. And so that's why the other 4 just means this is where I need to work, because I need to get these other 4 scheduled to get them in there.
What's the
FS fundraisers. So when Nancy Jo gave us these, there were 3 fundraisers, I guess 3 catalog shows or 4 catalog shows. They're not really even. Yeah, and it's 8. I know there are 16 S's because there's 8 cooking shows for each month. And then she gave a couple, like those of us who wanted to use the dollar signs, you could make them whatever increment you wanted. So to me, they need to be $1,000 a piece because I want 6,000 in a month. So, but if for you, they could be $500 increments, just so that you know what they are. It's for you. And we had 2 little pieces of cardboard, and when I got them home, I had an extra board sitting around, and I just put a piece of ribbon in the center. And was like, I'll just keep them on one board as opposed to 2 little ones. I didn't know where I was going to hang them. This I can kind of prop up on the floor if I need to. All right, so this kind of got me thinking about this little blue book. So on the very back of it, it says 10 places that I can find bookings. And this is not the only 10 places you can find bookings. This is just some of the things that may come up, you know, that you may not have thought of, or maybe you do think about but you didn't remember or whatever. But so those of you who are still trying to fill your calendar, this is going to be a good place to start to fill your calendar. But on the front, you'll notice that they say 8 will make you great. Remember I said that earlier tonight? In Pampered Chef, for some of the ones that have been around forever and ever, they always say, like Nancy Jo has always said, she did 2 shows a week, no matter what. Verbatim. No matter what. So and that was her family and hers agreement that she would not leave home. She was a stay-at-home mom, that she would not be gone more than 2 nights a week. So, and if something happened and they took vacation one week, she would, you know, make it up or whatever, but no more than 2 nights a week. All right. So, but 8 will make you great. So in the business, if you were to do 8 shows a month, 8 cooking shows a month, you will succeed in what? You'd be rolling, and you would achieve everything there is to achieve a Pampered Chef. You would get the trip, you would get excellence, you would earn every incentive there is to earn. Like, it automatically falls into plate. It's a numbers game, it really is. So also in here, when you flip open, ways to get more bookings, which I'm not going to read to you guys can definitely read. And then the next one is for you to business opportunity leads, which I feel is more like recruit leads. So you would keep track of your recruit leads here. So I know some people, they don't know what system to use. That's why we give you systems. So like this may not work for you all the time, but it may be a great tool for you then to develop your own. So it's a great starter tool. Or this may be just the thing you're looking for to get your butt in gear to do this. And so when I asked Alexis to copy these, I failed to ask her to copy them back to back. So now you have lots of writing space in between each month to write any additional notes that you may need because these pages are blank. All right?
That's good. I mean, you're going to need to write something.
Yeah, you'll need more space. Okay, so let's pretend that, well, we don't have to pretend, but we're in January. So in January, we have our book people who said they wanted to book in January. So like, you know, when you have those door price slips, you're not sure what to do with them. Like you could just transfer the information right here to follow up with them in January or February, March, April, May, June, excuse me, whatever month that is. And then as you submit, or even like what I would do is what I plan to do is write the name of the hostess on the hat. And then as I submit it, we'll color it in. Okay. So that's kind of what you could do. So the top is cooking shows. The 4 boxes at the bottom are catalog.
Thank God you explained that because I didn't ever in any way.
I had to go back and look it up. This is what you can do. Now, Amy and I were also talking about, when we were talking about this training, is what if your goal is not to do 8 shows a month? Like Alexis and I have talked at length about what her goals are with the business. She works 60 hours a week. The husband's was out to sea. Now he was on duty and all that. So like your goal in the past has been 2 shows a month. All right. That doesn't mean she has to stop at 2.
No.
It also means that she doesn't have to work anymore in the month when she submits the 2. So let's say your goal is just 2 shows a month or whatever you deem 2 shows a month. The other things you could fill in other activities that you plan to do. So instead of writing Susie hostess, you would write something else you need to do, customer connection email.
Like once a month, you're going to do that.
Gotcha.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
So, and then once you do it, then you color it in.
Right. So you've got it.
Okay. So,
And it's good habits. And then it becomes a habit. And then you're happy
so,
for you.
what other things could you write or would be ideas? And you could use one of the back of the white pages to write this in. If your goal is not necessarily to do 8 shows, what other things would you fill in the, I want to say boxes, because some months they're hats, some months they're ribbons, some months they're sunshines. Every month is different. They're hearses. So what are some other things you could do with your spare time if you're not working 8 nights a month? 8. What are some other things you could be doing?
Follow-up calls or thank you calls.
Thank you calls, yeah. So going back to Amy's training on the workout, that's something you could do.
You don't want to put host coaching in here, I think, because you want to do your host coaching more than once a month. So think about a monthly
Something
activity.
monthly that you would need to do.
So like
Mine
a customer
should
connection
probably,
email is a really good thing.
something mine should be is probably my tax.
Updating your
Yeah.
updating the
Your website?
Yeah.
Yes, you could update your website.
Yes, because I
don't
always forget to do
Mine-
that. I know.
It has to be
I go on and I'm like, June 2013. Oh, okay.
Yes. So updating your website. You can go on there and just update the little blurb that's about you. Some people do their expenses on a monthly basis. They go in and enter them into whatever method they use, whether they're using a spreadsheet or they're using Pampered Chef's little expense thing on there or whatever.
Write thank you notes to all your hosts from the month before. Handwrite a thank you note.
So I got this. I ordered on the 31 outlet last week. And my 31 consultant said, thank you for your order during the 31 flash sale. As an extra thank you, take 15% off your entire product purchase from January 1 through 16 to redeem order under blah, 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 show name. Prices will be adjusted after the final submission. So she kind of does what we do. Like she's going to go in and take the dollars off after you put it in there. And actually, this is a piece of photo paper. So she must have just had these printed at like Walgreens or...
Because they're like a half a cent. I mean,
yeah, they're like whatever it is to print a photo these days. And then she just addressed it like a postcard. I got that in the mail. So the other thing I got today when I was at Office Max is I bought a box of Christmas cards. There were 36 in the box. They were on clearance for $4. And so there's one director that is on one of the pages we're on that after every show she writes a Christmas card out. So in December, all she does is put the stamps on and drops them in the mail. So she writes them out all year long.
I would stamp those suckers as I wrote them too, because at the end of the year,
That would be a lot. Yeah, I guess because we have forever stamps now, you don't have to worry about increases in postage. But that's something you can do. You can start your Christmas cards per month so that you don't have to worry about that. Now, I know we were talking about the amount of online orders we got. What I did in September when the new minis came out is I ran, I was able to go through my shipment status and look at everybody who had placed an online order in the past. It only goes back 90 days. So I could pull up everybody who allows you to see their information. And I sent them all a mini catalog. And I did that in September because that's when the new catalog started. So that will be something you'd want to do like in March, or when we get the new catalogs in February. You could thank your December, even if you go back to November, December, January online orders and send them in a mini catalog in February.
And if you write it in here as something you're going to do, and you take 30 minutes and sit down and do it, you're much more likely to do it than to say, well, I'm going to buy this pack of mini catalogs, and every time I get an online order, I'm going to send. No, you're not.
You'll forget. There's so many times I said I'm going to do that and I don't. So I need to write it down somewhere.
Yeah, you'll do
So
it.
whether you're going to use your planner, which I think I've showed you guys, I make my own planner. And so what I should do is at the beginning of each week is I should write down my to-dos at the top. and then so that I'm set for the week. Like at Sunday, I know Nancy Jo said this, that she takes an hour on Sunday and she plans her week. So that she knows what she's doing.
I
And
used
so
to do that.
there are times like I'll wait till Monday morning and that's my office day. And I got to spend the first half hour of my office time figuring out what my to-do list is. So if you did your workout plan and you know on Thursdays you're going to do your host coaching, then you need to maybe make your list of who you're going to host coach on Sunday, because you know you're going to do the host coaching on Thursday, but you don't know who necessarily 3 months from now who you're going to host coach on that Thursday. So you've got to use something, whether you use digitally. Amy does a lot with her Evernote. Like she lost her to-do list recently and had a momentary freak out. But like you've got to use something. I prefer to write as much as I do technology-wise. My to-do list and all that is right because I love the power of crossing it off or checking it off. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's how I validate the fact that I buy pens a lot because I can do that. All right, so with the little blue book, those of you who got them tonight, I want them to come back every meeting. So this is your warning or your assignment, because I may forget to put it out there, but this needs to come back with you every meeting for the next.
It's like your textbook.
It's like your textbook. That's a great thing. Yeah, your textbook. I'll try to make sure I update it to bring it and then get the ones that we need to mail out to these guys.
So what we have just told you is even if you're not
So, like, can you
planning
all
to
see
do
that?
8 shows a month, there's no reason.
So you
that
would do your
shouldn't have 8
contacts here,
spaces filled out.
and then you would fill them in here.
If you can't think of what else can I do, ask us. We've got tons of ideas.
Yeah, and we can have like an ongoing list, like
Ask
what
each
to
other.
do.
You guys have great ideas.
Like especially if like you said, okay, well I don't have any shows this week, so I don't need to make any host coaching calls this week. What should I? You still should allocate the time to do something as opposed to binge watching Making a Murderer, or whatever. So I'm very guilty of that. My new Fitbit tells me when I haven't moved in an hour, so it beeps at me. So I've got to make sure I'm doing something. So this was a great little tool. I suggest you write your name somewhere on it because we all have the same one. And then
Where do you find the people who you're saying online orders?
Yes.
About people who don't just order, they just
Yeah,
order.
they just randomly ordered on your
Where do
website.
you find that?
Okay, so when you log on to, if I had my HDMI cord, I could do this real quick, but I don't want to break anything. When you log in to Sales Corner, first off, in the bottom right-hand corner, it says product adjustment, shipment status, and product alerts.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, so it has 3 little things in a box.
Okay.
Shipment. Click shipment, and then there's a breakdown, like depending on how many orders you have, it shows like online, cooking, catalog. It breaks them down for you.
Okay.
So then online orders have an order number, where shows don't have that column. As soon as you click anyone in that list, it comes into another page and it lists every single one. And I usually change the time frame to 90 days. That's the most you can make it. And it lists every single one. So some of my people, like they opt not to let me see their information. I can see what they purchased, but I can't see their information. So sometimes they're just oblivious to that they didn't allow you to see it, and they could actually be your own customer. So on your performance tracker under order history, you can see the first and last name. So that's sometimes when I know, like, oh, I reckon, like you saw Debbie Salanitro. Without even looking in the shipment status, she saw the name and was like, why is there another consultant ordering on my website? But it happens.
I'm having Amy's gonna earn excellence.
So,
Not from your order, okay, Debbie?
but that's where I went. I went to that, and then I just kept hitting next page, next page, next page. And I had, like, at that point in September, for the summer, I had like 4 or 5 pages. There's like 5 or 6 names each, but some of them, like, I can't see the information, so I can't do anything about it. But those people automatically don't get necessarily sent into your newsletter. So that was my other half of that equation, was not only did I write them a thank you note with a mini catalog, is I was making sure I was adding them in as a contact too. Because I want them to get my newsletter on the monthly basis. Right. So I know we all have other friends in those direct sales companies, and you all could attest by your inbox by how many newsletters you get in a given month. So just be cautious about sending out customer connection emails. I know some of my other friends, I get a weekly one from them and I delete them without even reading them. So the ones that come less often, I tend to read those. But our newsletter only goes out once a month on the 1st. So it went out yesterday, right?
And it
The
has
first Monday.
recipes in it. So
And it
we're
has
not gonna read
recipes,
it.
yeah. And then today you would have gotten the warm-up call report. That's another excellent place. That could be one of your monthly to-dos, is to go through your warm-up call report. And I think I have a video on how to get there if you're not sure, but it tells you who clicked on what. So if they clicked on the recipe, it tells you. And they could have clicked on multiple places, so they would show up in multiple sections of that.
Oh, okay.
But that's another thing that you can look at. We call it a warm call because if you're going to follow up with them, it's not a cold call. They actually, you can
And
say,
so you
hey,
can- yeah.
what do you think of my newsletter? Did you like that recipe? Have you tried it yet?
Or because I'm Catholic, I like to say, I was just thinking about you. I was just thinking about you. Have you thought about hosting that? How did you know that? I clicked on that on your newsletter. What? I don't even know when this letter went out. I'm forgiven.
So yeah, it is.
But it's cool the breakdown they have. They can tell you who clicked on host a show. You know, that's kind of cool. I think.
Yeah. So it is nice that you can see that. So that's another thing you can do monthly. If you need to fill in one of your squares. But so besides the shows, if you don't have the 8 shows, you need to be doing a total of 8 activities, including your shows. So bring your little book back, and like, you know, y'all know I have my accordion file that I keep on my door price slips in. So like I may not use this page because I'm using my door price slips. But like Debbie, this may be easier for Debbie to take to work, because this would fit strictly in her purse as opposed to this many door price slips or like Canvas. You know, when y'all have your lunch break, you could like take this out and just review it real quick. Oh yeah, I need to call Susie Q, and here's her phone number. Or I need to send her a quick email, but I don't have her email address, but it's written down in your little blue book. So I hope this is a helpful little tool for you guys. I liked it immediately when we saw it, and I tagged Amy, and she's like, I was like, maybe we'll get Alexis to print it. So I think, and each page too also has like a little quote at the bottom. So I thought that was kind of cute too. I noticed November says, Piglet noticed that even though he had a very small heart, he could hold a large amount of gratitude. Oh, that was kind of cute. So there's a little quote on every single one. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So going forward for your challenge, remember it's to work on your fitness plan. Feel free to share your bold goal if you haven't already been able to figure out what that is. Remember, that's something that forces you outside your comfort zone. 6250.
You can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. You're going to work through your little blue book, and you're going to take some classes on the Pampered Chef University site. And I did notice that when I clicked on that from the main page, it took me into a new window, and it kind of took a minute to take me to like another like section of the website or whatever. So it's like an outside thing, but still inside the website. All right, so before you go, you're gonna you'll turn in your name tag on the table in there. Candace made pumpkin microwave cake that smelled delicious, and it's got marshmallows on top. And then a couple other things is make sure everybody got their envelope. If you need reinforcements, and then I was going to get everybody 2 minis to put in their you could do to put in your mini. So you got to put your own label on them. Obviously, I didn't print any labels.
Now, where did you get your envelopes at?
Those are from Office Max, and they're there sporadically times in the year. I had some already stashed, but today they had a lot. And so the ones that look like the pink and purple ones, they were $1 a piece. The ones with the white on the top were 50 cents. So yeah, when we went to
They got
conference,
Sharpies on sale too.
yeah, they have Sharpies.
Tiffany doesn't like this.
Oh, I know.
I already posted about that. I tagged some. Did I tag you, Swim Moms? I was tagged the Swim Moms because we have to write on the kids' arms with them. But yeah, these ones were 50 cents.
Okay.
So like Amy and I do the Dave Ramsey envelope system. So like, I know yours are Velcro though, right?
No, they're like flap.
They like have like a thing that
Yes,
flaps in them.
uh-huh.
So like she
Weird.
uses these for her Dave Ramsey envelopes too.
That's an idea.
So I mean, I think they're really handy. And for $1, like if they fall apart in a month, like I don't feel so sad. But they actually are a lot more sturdy than a regular paper envelope.
Put washi tape on them.
Oh yeah, there you go, washi tape. And you can like label them. Yeah, that's what she said. All right, so here's our donation bucket. Amy brought a couple of things in here. One of them, I clipped it all together. This used to be someone when they talked about the hostess program. They had all this laminated, so they would talk about all the benefits of hosting your own show. And it was like these all kind of go together. There's some other things in there if you guys want those and get my sticker stuff down. You need to make sure you I'm gonna take these old ones off and then put the new ones on. So if you're ready with that, we'll collect those there.
We should put our name on there, shouldn't we?
Yeah, that's what the
That would
top
help.
box is for.
Who needs raffle bag ticket?
Okay, and then we have the raffle bag ticket, the catalog,
Oh, well, we need to give you money for conference.
Yeah.
and if you have cash for conference.
Cash for conference, yeah.
I should use the. Well, I can't.
One of my sister directors in, I don't remember where she lives. She just got her conference flight today. Now, I think she lives like New England, I think.
What?
Huh?
Already?
Wow.
Yeah, and so she got a flight today for $170.
Round trip.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Wow.
I think Tuesday's a really good day to
Yeah,
shop
I
for
heard
flights,
that.
Oh yeah, because yes, because they
Tuesdays
update.
and Wednesdays, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
so check. I mean, a lot of time, I hear a lot of people get their flights in January and February because they have good deals. So start checking now. Even if you don't purchase it now, start checking
What do
now.
you got in there now?
What's the
Supposed
date
to have been
again?
more, but I forgot to go to the ATM.
July.
Bring it next month.
I probably there may be change in the raffle bag.
me an envelope. I have a plan.
What's the date
Wait a
again?
minute, hang on.
13th, July 13th.
Are we going the day before?
Yes, but I can't remember if that's the day we fly or that's the day we start training.
Isn't it the 13th through the 15th?
Okay,
I can look it up. Hold on.
I haven't written in my planner. I'm sure.
So are we going the day before?
Yes, the Tuesday we usually fly in Wednesday because
we have
Nancy
our-
Joe's training is Wednesday night,
We get the
and then we're gonna stay till Sunday this year because it was just
It's
That
chaotic.
was, yeah, it's
too
too
great. I try to
chaotic.
leave on Saturday. Might as well stay and enjoy yourself for a little
You
bit.
know, and the thing is, you're so like amped and excited and like, and why try to rush out of general session and catch
Right.
a flight and all like
Oh
why
my
not?
God, and then sit in O'Hare
Oh,
or Midway.
and then
And why
these
not
are,
relax and make some host coaching calls? Like that's the
If y'all
time to do
use
it.
lap boards,
Yeah, it
these are
is.
lap boards. I don't know if anybody still uses lap boards or not, but Amy got a huge donation of stuff.
All right, let's see.
Okay, so we just said 13th through the 15th.
12.
I was going to say, it's got to be the 12th.
So we go the day before. You get there before the rush of people coming in,
Yeah.
having to stand in line.
Yeah, because conferences start officially the next day until like 3 o'clock. So we usually have training from like 6 till 9 Wednesday night, and then we have usually there's a director's event Thursday during the day, and then Thursday afternoon is when everything kicks off, general session kicks off.
Where would I even look on Consultants Corner to find you some dates for that? Because it's not in news and events, it's not in training and resources.
I have already written it down, I think. They announced it last year when we were there.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you think they'd have it in here too? Like
Yeah, leaving Wednesday the 12th, coming back Sunday the 17th. I'm sorry, Wednesday the 13th.
We're leaving the 13th or the 12th?
When does it? So
Leaving the
it starts
13th.
14th.
Yes. So we'll have Nancy Joe's on the 13th, and then conference will start it's always Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
So it's Thursday. So 12th through 17th, you'll need to make your flight out on the 12th if you want to make it there in time for Nancy Joe's training, which is totally worth it. Because it's free. And
That's
then
on the 13th.
yes, that's the night on the 13th.
On the 12th.
Yeah, and
telling
then
you,
conference will end like at noon on the 16th, but we're talking about flying out on the 17th.
Right.
So-
We are flying, aren't we, Debbie?
I'm not driving.
All right.
All right, so the raffle for the catalogs.
Wait a minute.
Do you know how?
Candace, do you need more? The raffle?
Do you know how much it would cost?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you need tickets?
Oh, I don't want to
What do
stay
you
where I
need?
stayed last year. I want to stay in between.
$2 is one ticket,
Conference and.
right?
You need half of it back,
Oh, I need half of it back. Sorry.
or she's not coming.
Yeah, that would make sense.
What do you
Okay.
mean you don't want to stay with?
All right, so the winner of the catalogs is White Ticket, 748 0
Yes.
7
Yes.
0.
Yes.
All right, Debbie.
Debbie, do you need catalogs, baby?
No.
There's some catalogs. We were
But
supposed to
I
have
haven't won
some
these
people
in
drop them off.
forever.
I have so many catalogs right now. Never mind.
All right, so then the raffle bag, which Amy brought the raffle bag in this beautiful peacock bag here. So somebody's going to win this. All right, and that's a blue ticket, right?
What?
I know, right?
If I win,
I think it came out good, I think.
Uh-oh, good call. All right, so the winner of the product bag raffle is 229
Yep.
Yeah,
8
Yes.
4
yeah.
6.
Yay.
Yay! Sharon! All right, so pass that over.
I bet you know.
Oh, thank you.
I really like that bag.
So do I.
Somebody gave me a candle in it.
A candle.
For
Oh, the
Christmas.
round.
Yay.
All right.
Thank you.
Ooh, the share bowl.
I
Awesome.
lost mine.
Is that the new one for this year?
I went to look for it
All
everywhere.
right. Yes.
Season's
Nice.
best. You got 10 season's best, a share bowl,
An awesome bag.
the small cool insert.
Nice.
Dang.
Let's mug her on the way out.
All right.
One of these. I love this thing.
Oh, the mix and masher. My mom used to do the scrambled eggs.
Yes. Use them to make
Oh.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Medium and large lids, the ones that click on the brownie pan
Nice.
and the metal pan. She got both of them.
Yeah, what
Nice.
does the big one click on?
The large sheet pan.
And there's something else.
I think it's only the large sheet pan.
Okay.
I was trying to read and trying to figure out how to use.
Wow.
I know.
Okay,
You
so
backed up.
make
No,
sure
that's
to
cool.
leave your name tag on the other table. Make sure you turn in your little monthly goal sheets for our board here. If you have any additional questions, feel free to ask Amy or I or a fellow friend. There is more food to be eaten and dessert that Candace made. So I'm totally digging into that dessert because it smells so good.
So you guys have a great night. I gotta get going.
Okay, thank you so much for joining.
See y'all later.
All right, Jen, are you signing off?
No, she misses us. She wants to hang out.
You want to hang out?
I do miss you guys terribly.
We miss
Oh,
you.
here,
Jen.
let me see so you can see.
Get a glass of wine.
Hi. Hi guys. There's a lot of new faces. Oh my gosh. Wow.
They're out of the military. They moved home. Like she's not coming back.
Oh my gosh. Is she
Yeah.
Sister Becky?
No.
She's close to nothing, right, Jen?
I'm about 3 hours from Becky.
3 hours from Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm like 3 hours from Jacksonville.
Or
So
like
I'm from nothing. Amy's right.
it would be
It's been a little tough getting started again.
say,
So
comparable to here. She lives in Emporia. Okay.
Oh.
Like
Whoa.
yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
There's a lot of oranges and not a lot of people. Go ahead. Yeah, no, we're doing okay. So I'm hoping to see everybody at conference.
Yay! You have to come to conference.
I know. I have to have a business to go there though. So
Right.
Okay.
I know.
yeah. But I am gonna go sign off. I gotta put my kids to bed.
Bye, Jen.
Bye guys. It was really good to see you guys. Bye.
All right. Well, this concludes our team meeting with Tiffany, Amy, and Laura's teams. We hope you enjoyed this session, and we look forward to seeing you next month.